every human in between. This is the Bear With Me podcast. I'm your host, Girl Whit. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoy what you see or hear, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bear With Me podcast found available Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and anywhere else you like to listen. We're going to get right into it. This week's episode came to me when I was with one of my good friends. We were on a working date. Now, what's a working date? It's where we just go and we work. And I call it a date because it's a date. And during that time, we were just talking about like where we were and where we want to be and just like a lot of different things. And I don't really remember what he said for me to like trigger my thoughts, but I was like, wow, I'm growing. Or just it was reflective for both of us because we were talking about how we've grown outside of the previous job that we used to work at, and then also just very much in what we're doing now. And so I was like, oh my God, that's the next episode. And it made me think about a previous episode that I did it's episode 6. It's called Growing. And it was almost a year exactly. So the day of recording this episode is June 17th. That episode aired June 25th. I'm almost interested to know when I recorded it because I wonder if it was around the same time. I don't know. But it's very interesting to evolve the way in which I've been. And what's very interesting about that episode is I had found or remembered that I had a camera and I went to record on it. And the flip side of it was that the audio was not good, I feel like that's real loud. Okay. The audio on the camera picked up, oh my gosh. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Anywho, made me lose my train of thought. The camera quality got better, but the sacrifice was the audio. And a podcast is meant to be heard. It's just a bonus if you can watch it as well. And so that's when I went no visual and just audio only. Anywho, I feel like I'm rambling, so let me just bring it back. I think about where I was mentally and emotionally, and I think about where I am now a year ago, and it's crazy that there were signs early on that I was unhappy or that I wanted something more or something new and just something different, but was very much scared. And so today we're going to talk about growing within your growth, because you can be growing, but then there are more moments where you're growing within that growth. Like the goal is to be a faster runner, but within becoming a faster runner, you're going to potentially make all these other little changes that are going to show more growth, or it's going to require you to grow in these scenarios or situations in addition to the big picture. And I took some notes because I had to. So today's June 17th. My last day working in education was February 14th. So exactly 4 months and a couple days. And I just want everybody to know that if there's something that you want, go for it. I feel like I've been saying that a while, every once in a while in different episodes, but as a person who sits here 4 months removed from traditional employment now, am I saying quit your job? No, I do not recommend people quit their jobs. I do not recommend people quit their jobs. Like, that's just what I needed for me to take this next step. Like, I was just having a conversation yesterday about doing what you doing what you've been doing because you're comfortable, and it's not really ruffling any feathers. It's enjoyable or content, but ultimately, like, is it what you really want to do? I don't know if that's your journey or not, but I'm here to tell you that if there is something that you want to do, go for it. Try to do both. I'm a person who one at a time. And so it was like I can't do podcasting and work in education. I personally couldn't do it. So I needed to do away with one or the other. And I chose education. Anywho, in these 4 months, I have noticed a growth in me, and it's very validating when people who are close to me or in proximity to me, they see it as well. I think that that's very powerful because sometimes we can be doing and going, and we don't always know if we're making the best choices for ourselves, or if excuse me, or just like your head down and you don't really see anything, and it could cause you to not be as present as you might want or like to be. And so I noticed that my patience has grown. Anybody who knows me personally, I am not the most patient. I'd be like, and I'm over it. Like, to really sit and struggle is not fun or comfortable for anybody, I would say. And I feel like the way in which I've had to just sit in the uncomfortable and just become more patient, I'm gonna run down some things that have required me to grow in my patience. 2 episodes ago, that podcast took 5 hours to upload to YouTube. What? 5 hours. And then you can't let the computer go to sleep. So I'm just rubbing on the mouse on the trackpad. Like, what? New software, steep learning curve, 5 hours to edit a 30-minute ep. There was a time where I had I had that one episode that I basically tried to create 3 times, and something happened every step of the way before I realized there was a sign. What else did I write on here? Oh, y'all, I lost some files. Like, left my what did I leave? Left my external hard drive in Chicago last visit. It's just the amount of tests that I've had. Now, they could just be like growing pains and just what comes with this territory. I think so, but I also think that I am just becoming more aware of ways in which I can get better. Challenging clients. I've had some of those so far. Well, not so far, but thus far, I've had some. And so it's just like, wow. And I just want to share with everybody, take a moment to celebrate yourself, even in the thick of trouble, or what's a good word? Challenges. I'll use that word. Push through or just celebrate. That's another thing. That's what's kept me. If I could just give some tips. Yeah, we just going to give some tips on how to grow within your growth. 1, take the risk. 2, celebrate your small wins. Oh my goodness, if you celebrate your small wins, it will make the journey feel better and feel less challenging. And then also, it's just like you paying you back for what you've done. And so that's what I would say about that. And I want 3 because I just feel like a list of 3 just always works. Trust yourself. So you take the risk, you be patient and love on yourself, or be present, and then you also trust yourself. Yourself is not going to let you do something that you don't feel good about doing. Because why would you, unless you just got some unresolved issues. But I don't think that your average human is gonna do something that truly causes them to not to. You're not gonna. Well, you can self-sabotage a little bit, but I hope I'm making sense of what I'm saying. Trust that what you're choosing to do is worth it and go for it. Okay? Go for it. Because on the other side of like learning a new skill, putting yourself in a new space, hell, even just like moving. Like as much as I hate moving, it's a chance to like restart, reset, and it's nice. It's really nice. This is a short episode. I'm feeling like it's gonna be short. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I head to Chicago. Um, at the time of recording, I'm not packed, and I leave soon. I won't give the actual time. Well, no, I leave today, like in a couple hours, and I have not packed. I love traveling. I hate packing. Oh well, but yeah, it should be a good time. I got today my last day with my Clear subscription, so yeah, we gonna get it done. Juneteenth will have passed by the time this episode comes out, but shout out to all of us. I'm here for us. I'm here for Juneteenth. I'm super excited for Juneteenth also. Wait, today the 17th? I forgot what day I said it was. Whatever the day is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, be comfortable in the uncomfortable because that is where you find growth. Take the risk, celebrate your wins, and trust the process. Sometimes the process, you can be on one journey and be exposed to something that you didn't think or was not aware of, and it create an even greater experience, or you have new discoveries. And so that's always awesome. I love y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bear with me podcast.